What's up, guys? This is Cody back once again for another review, and for tonight's review I'm talking about another movie that I got from that awesome package that you guys saw me open, that awesome VHS package that opened up a few days ago. And this is another movie from that set that I was actually pretty excited about. It's one movie I've been wanting to see for a pretty long time, and that is The Vineyard. Yeah, it's the tape. Really cool cover, by the way. I really like that cover. But yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to see this movie for a long time, and when I first saw the cover of it, I was expecting it to be a lot different than what it really was. And honestly, I was a bit let down with this one. It didn't really live up to as much of the expectations as I hoped. The main reason why I figured it would be really good was because this tape is actually kind of it used to be kind of rare and kind of expensive. It's not that expensive now, but it used to be kind of expensive, and I figured that since a lot of people were spending money on it, it was going to be decent. The film was halfway decent, but it's really not a movie that you need to like go out of your way to go see. But basically, the movie it's directed by and stars James Hong, and he plays this guy named he's a doctor named Elson Poe. And basically what he is that first of all, he's a doctor. He's also a movie director, and he makes his own wine at his own vineyard. And he basically has discovered the secret to immortality through this old magical amulet that his mother once owned, and now he has. And he also uses black magic basically as a way of staying alive for decades upon decades. I think he first got it in the 18th century is when it first said, and he's basically stayed alive ever since then. Basically the only way for him to stay immortal is he needs to consume the blood of young women, or otherwise he basically turns into that, which is basically him growing old. And yeah, I like that idea. I think it's a pretty cool concept, but the movie really wasn't as executed as I had hoped it was. Basically, he tells a bunch of a group of young actors to come to his secluded island that he owns, basically to try out for his up-and-coming film that he's doing. While in reality, he's basically just trying to knock them all off and basically get as much blood as he can. He has this small little and down in his basement of his house, he lives in a very beautiful house, very secluded, like I said, out in the island. And of course, he's very wealthy. He's a very straight-laced and sort of a wealthy man, and basically he has a bunch of women trapped down, chained up in his basement. There's a few guys down there too, but he basically uses them to, get blood. He also has some henchmen. There's like one short guy, and then there's this one really big guy. The henchmen are kind of weird because each of them are very different. One of them is really big and bulky, and the other one's like really skinny, and it's just kind of a weird combination of the henchmen. He has a few of them. He used to be married to this one woman, but she ended up cheating on him, and he, of course, holds her hostage. So basically, the rest of the film is basically about the actors that he's brought to his island, trying to escape him. He finds one of his women, one of the women, Isabel, I think is her name, and he ends up falling in love with her, and he basically tries to change her and make her immortal as well. That's just pretty much as far as I'm going to go with the storyline. Now, for my thoughts on the movie, I think that there's too many things going on at once. First of all, you have his storyline with the black magic. He basically worships this god type thing, and that's what gives him the power of immortality. There's also zombies in the movie, and that's kind of explained a little bit later on. I'm not going to get into exactly why the zombies are there, but you find out later on, and it's kind of a bit of a surprise at the end. But you have that going on. One thing that I liked about it was the way that he kills people. He has these very small voodoo dolls, and in one way, before he kills one of the girls, he basically he basically puts a bunch of spiders all over the voodoo doll, and they all end up crawling over her and coming out of her mouth and things like that. He also gets this one guy with an acupuncture because he's very like I said, he's kind of like, he's very into voodoo and things like that, and you know, he uses acupuncture and it basically punctures his throat and causes him to bleed out. And yeah, that was I thought that was a pretty cool death scene. The death scenes are pretty decent in this movie, and they're pretty creative in a way. You know, I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 people that actually dies from either being stabbed by a knife, or one of the guys ends up getting his head chopped off with an axe. But other than that, all the other death scenes were pretty decent. There's only like maybe 3 or 4 people that actually die in the movie. The actors that actually die in the movie. You know, so it's not a big body count or anything like that, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of different things going on that I don't want to give away in this review. But I mean, if you come across this movie for like a good price, like I'd say $1, if you can find this down at maybe Goodwill or something, then that would be good. But other than that, I really don't think it's you know, worth spending a lot of money on. I've seen this tape on, you know, go online for quite a bit of money. I really don't think it's worth it. You know, like I said, it's a pretty decent storyline, but as far as being a really great movie or anything like that, or anything worthwhile, I'd say you can skip it if you want to. It's worth a look, but you know, I'd also say you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. I'd give it maybe 2.5 stars. You know, at the best. It had a good storyline. I just think there was just too many things going on in it, and the acting, for the most part, really wasn't that good. So, you know, yeah, that's just my review for it. Like I said, I'm really glad that I got this for free. It was worth checking out, but, you know, as far as spending a lot of time on it, I was kind of, it's kind of funny to, while I was watching it, I was sitting there like, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? That's kind of dumb. And that's not really good for a movie. And it's not even one of those, I guess you could call it a so bad it's kind of good movie. The movie's not really bad, but it's really not that good either. So, you know, if you want to check it out, check it out. But anyway guys, that was my quick review for The Vineyard. Like I said, if anybody has seen this movie, definitely let me know what you guys think. You know, like, comment down below. Yeah, I'm probably going to do one more review of the films that I got in that box set, and then after that I'm probably going to move on to like more family films and more Christmas movies now that the holidays are coming up. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.